So I want to do a reading on Jonathan Majors. I've been thinking about doing a reading on this for a while, but I kept losing interest. But I recently felt kind of inspired because I know that when I had listened to that recording of him talking to this girl, that she needs to be more like Coretta, Scott, and all of this, that didn't sit well with me.
Really go, baby? Do you really?
Yes.
Then how dare you come home drunk and disturb the peace of our house when we have a plan? I would like to get to the point where your friends know what job I'm on and go, I think Grace is gonna be out of commission. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I won't.
No. You understand that? Because that team, that unit, right? Grace has to be in a certain mindset to support Coretta Scott King. You know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama, Barack Obama's wife.
I know. I'm not. I shouldn't have gone out. I'm
No,
sorry.
let me just lay it out for you, right? If I'm just gonna say this. My temper, my shit, my trauma, blah, all that said, right? And I'm not saying I'm a great man. A great man. I am doing great things, not just for me, but for my culture and for the world. That is actually the position I'm in. That's real. I'm not being a dick about it. I didn't ask for it. I've worked, and that's the situation. The woman that supports me, that I support, that needs to be a great woman and make sacrifices the way that man is making for her and for them ultimately. Last night, 2 nights ago, you did not do that. You did not do that.
I'm sorry.
Which took away from the plan. And the plan is everything. If it was just you in the house drunk, maybe I could have swallowed it. Or I would have felt bold enough like, oh, babe, let's just go to bed. Which I said, I'm just going to go to bed. I'm not hungry, blah, 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 blah. Because Grace isn't here. Why? She was drunk. Why else? She was clogged by whatever was going on. You know what I mean? Fine. I can take that. Fine.
And when I listened to that tape, I kind of understood why he had got a guilty verdict. Because it did feel like coercion or grooming or something like that. Like, you know, anytime somebody is telling you to be like somebody else, it's a red flag. Like, you need to be more like, it's a red flag. If anybody say to you, like, you need to be more like Obama wife or something like that, it's a red flag. And, you know, and put yourself in those shoes that you are dating somebody and they're so unsatisfied with the way that you are that they're telling you that, you know, you need to be like somebody else. And I wonder, like, if she turned around to him and be like, well, you need to be more like such and such, what would be his response? Because I feel like he believed that he is valuable because he is an actor and he had made certain accomplishments, won certain awards and stuff like that. So he feels accomplished. So that makes him feel like superior. So he like, well, I'm already an established, amazing person, but you are not. And for you to be with me, then you need to be more like such and such. But apparently he didn't really want Coretta Scott because, you know, he went out and got with Grace. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a red flag anytime when somebody take you in and then try to mold you into an image that will make them feel, I don't know, like a winner or make them feel like supreme or some shit like that, that's a red flag. And you know, but I seen a lot of people, and I feel like this is a lot of men who are in the comments with like, oh my God, that's what the issue with the world today. You know, you can't even critique your wife or your girlfriend and tell her that she need to be better because apparently at the time when he was telling her this, she was drunk. And it's like, man, I'm pretty sure Coretta had her a drunk night a few times and stuff, especially dealing with Martin Luther King cheating ass. So it's like, you know, do you even question? Like he think he see back then they didn't have cameras, telephones, and shit like that 24 hours a day, and so much of your life wasn't being tracked. So the image that you wanted to create to the public was easier to do that. So we don't know who Coretta Scott really was. We don't know who she really was. We don't I mean, all we really know of her, the only bits of her personality that we have seen is when she went and did an interview or she was standing next to Martin Luther King or something like that. So it's kind of like, it should. I'm not at all surprised to see that Coretta Scott has died from cancer. And I'm a strong believer that cancer manifests out of really intense repression, like impression of emotions, not allowing yourself to enjoy or live life, keeping yourself restricted, keeping yourself silent. Cancer manifests out of it. And she had ovarian cancer, which is associated with uncertainty, anxiety, and depression. And they also said that she died from respiratory issues. Before I go into that, um, the ovaries is also associated with fear, need for protection, running away from feelings, insecurity, self rejection, and seeking fulfillment. And that make a lot of sense to me because Coretta life wasn't her own ever since she married Martin Luther King, and even after he died, she didn't have any form of freedom because she lived in fear. Fear that if she speak or express herself, it could destroy a legacy or it could taint a legacy or something like that. The truth is that you they make you manifest death by, like, let's say that if somebody trying to do spell work on you and they create cancer, all they do is speed up the process. They still have to connect to something that you are repressing within yourself, a fear, a insecurity, and then they would just speed up the process because you are already, if you are in that vibration, you are already manifesting the cancer. But you, without the spell work, you could have manifested it within 20, 30 years in the future, and the spell work made you manifest it within a few months. But regardless, you was manifesting it. You get what I'm saying? um that's why there's a lot of people who like to do spell work and create heart attacks, because what that is connected to is some type of trauma. And that's why a lot of times, if it doesn't take, they will first traumatize you. They will create the trauma, simulate it, and then once you are in that vibration, they will manifest the illness. That's why when they do gang stalking, they just follow you around, but they don't have the authority to actually hurt you unless you believe that they can. You get what I'm saying? So they do the gang stalking to get you in the vibration of fear. Because once you are in that vibration, they could get you to manifest other situations. So, yeah. But you see, with Coretta Scott, her life wasn't her own. She couldn't develop into her own woman just because of the way that she was thinking and perceiving. Because she could have had walked out of the box. She could have walked out of the cage, but she was too afraid to. Ain't even be a comparison. And if you are truly comparing, then you should be fair in your judgment and consider those factors. And it should be other factors considered, like, will this person be happy playing this role and whatever like that. So, I'm gonna hold back some of my judgment and see what the cards say about them and whatnot, and let's see what's going on. All right, what cards I'm gonna use first? I want to know what type of person is Johnathan. He not giving me a good vibe. He's not giving me a good vibe, but we're gonna see what the cards say. What type of person is Johnathan? What type of person is Johnathan? Oh man, I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's a possibility that Johnathan could be into men. It's something that's just very feminine about him. Like if you was around him and everything, like he coming out like this Queen of Swords. And he's very intellectual, and it's really not in a good way because a lot of these cards came out in the shadow side, but not the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is the only card that came out in the upright, in the light side. I'm using the Tarot of Opposition. So, when he is wearing a mask, he wears the mask of a Queen of Swords. And golly, it's almost like if you watch the movie, the TV show The Crown, it's giving me that type of bougie, like that. Like royalty in that type of way and everything. Like he very particular of like pronouncing his words correctly, and he might even correct you or maybe even feel like you are not as intelligent as him if you're not doing things properly. He really caught up in what is proper, is what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, he real caught up in that. And when he on his best behavior and he wearing that mask of composure, he is a queen of swords. He is a queen. Okay, I'm telling you. It's a very, very strongly feminine side that come out of him, and it's so, I'm thinking about movie roles that I seen him play in, and I found him to be attractive in those roles. And those roles are usually very like masculine and body language and stuff like that. But that's not him. I feel like his body language is even feminine. It's really giving me bougie white woman. Like deep down inside, he kind of like a white woman. That's very interesting. And kind of funny. Like I kind of want to giggle. God damn. And he the type of intelligent that I hate. You know what I'm saying? Like this is somebody who could have read like a whole lot of books and stuff like that, and they could quote like a whole scene from Shakespeare or something like that, and they could, like, okay, if you was at some like rich white Hollywood party, he would really fit in. He would know how to entertain those people and stuff like that, versus somebody like me who I know I'm not going to fit in just off the fact that I might not understand their type of humor. I've been in those situations before that they make certain jokes that are just not funny and everything like that. It could be condescending in a way. And, they expect, because they have money and power in some type of way, that you gonna look past anything offensive and you gonna just make them feel like they are funny. So you just gonna laugh at their jokes. You just gonna follow their lead and everything like that. And he really good. Like, I feel like he just good at like kissing ass, to be honest with you. He's very draining. I mean, oh my goodness, he is draining, like on a whole nother level. I feel like he do this in every relationship. Like he drain the life out of whatever woman that he get with. And I want to ask, why is that? I want to ask, why does he do that? Why he's so draining in his relationships? I motherfucking knew it. It's because he living a double life. He might not even really want to be with women. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real, man. The Seven of Swords right here. He have other things that he desire more. And he might even get in a relationship with a woman and resent the fact that he feel like he has to be fake or something, or I feel like he take his feelings out on the woman of feeling like him not being able to be himself. And okay, this is sometimes down low man will be very picky when it comes to women, and I have seen this in person before. When it comes to women, they could even be superficial and everything. And the reason why they like the woman don't have nothing to do with her personality. It has everything to do with the way that she present herself. Even if this woman could open certain doors for him, and not even in a way that she is powerful in herself, because I don't think that he liked to date other actors, actresses, and stuff like that. Somebody that is like in the same field as him, because he find himself kind of competing and whatnot. He do not know how to have a healthy relationship, and he could become very greedy and superficial within the relationship, and it's very draining to whatever woman, because the woman would feel like she can't satisfy him, like, ever. Like, it's just, nothing is never good enough, and it makes him, when he take, okay, it's also an energy exchange here, so it could also be a possibility that before he do something major, like a movie role that he preparing for, or a really important interview and stuff like that, I feel like he like to go get energy from women. He would have some type of an affair. Sometimes I feel like he have flames a lot too. Like, he would have some type of an affair with the woman, and he may, what you call it, love bomb the fuck out of her. Like, tell this woman, like, oh my God, I never met anybody like you. Like, you are so beautiful. Like, make the woman feel like he is worshiping the ground that she is walking on. And he feed off of the woman becoming vulnerable around him, and even do like sex and stuff like that. But he also feeds off their pain. So, like, if he's like in a relationship, not just a flame, because if he having a flame with you, he will utilize you for whatever he needs to utilize you for, and then you might not ever hear from him again. But if he get into a relationship with you, that means that he really like you as a supply. And what he would do is, he might even mentally abuse you before, to make himself feel confident. So he would bring you down, tear you down before something like a movie role, or it's something, it's ritualistic in a sense that he do it to uplift himself. He do it to make himself feel more powerful. Confident. It's more confidence than power, because I feel like he's very insecure. And when he could make a woman feel scared or little inferior, it makes him feel good about himself. He's so judgmental. Very, 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 very judgmental. Oh my goodness. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't know. It's something about him that it's like, if you was around him, living with him, see, he feel like in his mind that when you are living with him, he is giving you the experience of a artist, okay? And he think that this is how artists supposed to be, and da-da-da-da. He might even have his theories about it. He might could even suggest you a book on it or something like that. But It's really like just unnecessary. You could still be a good artist without mistreating people. You could find healthy ways to get inspiration. You don't have to tear somebody else down. You need to find like another outlet. Like he needs to find another outlet. And right now, he just do not have that. He do not have that outlet. Besides, but I'm real curious to get into him and Megan the Stallion. I mean, oh my bad. Megan Good relationship. Cause I feel like I don't said everything I had to say about him. He just in a lot of ways he is very ungrateful. I mean, very ungrateful. He just never satisfied. He has a really deep hunger in him that could make him ruthless, and yeah, because he get rewarded for this ruthlessness, like with movie roles and stuff like that. He feel like he's something that he not. It's hard to explain because I tend to get away from people like this as quickly as possible. Because this is the type of person that they only want you around if you like supply. If you like kind of like feed their ego and stuff like that. And I'm getting a visual of him like in a dressing room and him snapping at a stylist or something like that. Like, I feel like people had moments with him like on set of him like getting an attitude or him even being judgmental, making people feel uncomfortable, or belittling. Belittling is something that he really enjoys to do. So yeah. Alright, next we're going to get into Grace characteristics, and then we will get into the dynamics of their relationship. Alright, now we're going to get into Grace and what is her characteristics. Oh, I looked over and seen the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords usually means deceit in some type of way, but it I'm struggling with these cards. Okay. Tell me about Grace. What type of person is Grace? All right, so Grace could be like a complete emotional narc. I think they call it vulnerable narc and whatever. I don't know. I'm really connecting with these cards. This is the Tarot of Opposition, and these cards really, I'm really vibing with them. When I first put out this Eight of Pentacles, I kind of wanted to say something like, she is a failure. And I know that is harsh to say, but I kind of feel like she made that a part of her identity. Like, I think that she is the type of person that she always utilized making you feel sorry for her in order to get something, in order to get ahead. She is a very sneaky person. Like, she be in the shadows doing weird shit. Girl, get the fuck up out the shadows. And the reason why she a failure is because she don't really try hard enough. Like, she give up quickly. She don't really have no passion for nothing. She kind of just drifting in life. And she do have a mentality of trying to get some rich man. Oh my gosh. Lord have mercy, fix it. Like, that's a whole strategy for her, is to try to get a rich man in order to be taken care of. She really that type of female that really just utilize what little looks that she have in order to get the attention of some rich man. Like, she the type of person that go out on the hunt for rich men. So, yeah. And she definitely an emotional narc. Like, the type of person that would fake cry to make you feel sorry for her. The type of person that say that I would kill myself if you leave me. The type of person that, and you know what? It's duality and everything, because I have seen this before. Like, I have seen somebody be so heartbroken of a relationship or something like that, and they really felt like they couldn't live no more. It's some people that love that hard. It's some people that love that deeply. And I know that a lot of those people are within the spiritual community, and a lot of those people could be the ones that are listening to me. So I want to just alchemize that energy. Like, if I say that and that trigger you in some type of way, because you like, oh my God, am I a narc because I have done that before or whatever. No, it's a difference. It's a difference. This is the person that use it as a strategy, and they always meant to use it as a strategy. And I understand that even if you done that before, but if you really felt like that's you was really in your feelings and everything, like you really felt like you was gonna die if you're not with this person or whatever, especially if you're a fucking like teenager or whatever, because that teenage love is like insane, I'm telling you. Just have compassion on yourself, as long as it's not something that you repeatedly do. And now that you have grown and became more aware, you shouldn't be doing that now. You should not be doing that now. But with not that intentions. But I understand that suicide is a a real thing, especially in this day and time when shit is so fucking ridiculous. I mean, I don't blame you for not wanting to be here, but it's always best to go ahead and do your time. Okay? Just go ahead and do your time and everything. You know, we in this hell and everything, but if you keep going, then hopefully you will be blessed with understand like why you are here. Okay? Hopefully you are blessed enough to get connected to that, but you do have to keep going to get to the other side. And there is another side, but it do take work. If you ain't changing and everything like that, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know what to tell you. There are some people that, you know, they kill themselves, and I don't feel sorry for them and everything. Because the reason why they did it is because they're a coward. They didn't try to do anything else, or it's because they are getting their karma or some shit like that. I mean, it's a difference when you trying to get ahead and motherfuckers are fucking with you and you just like, man, I just cannot do this no more, versus a motherfucker who is hurting other people, and then as soon as, see, the way that is backfire because it's built like that. When people go out there and they feel the need to bring somebody else down in order for them to be built up, anytime that you following that mentality, it's going to end for disaster for you. Like, you should know that at this point. You should know that at this point. And then as soon as they are put in a situation that make them understand what they put somebody else through, they can't take it. They can't do that. They can't do what they put somebody else through. They can't live it. And instead of being appreciative of that realization, because I have had those realizations before in my life where I didn't completely understand somebody's perspective because I haven't had the experience. And then when I had the experience, I'm like, oh my goodness, like I really do understand now. I mean, I was appreciative of those moments. But these people are so deep in their ego that they can't even allow that. So, you know, if they feel like, because a lot of times it's their ego, they could do something other, but they feel like if they like apologize, if they repent, if they make things right, that's worse to them than death. So, and you know what? If they doing it with the intentions, like they going to apologize to somebody just because they want the punishment to stop. Like real repentance is when you have accepted the consequences of your actions. You accepted it. And you just gonna do the time. So, anyways, let's continue. So yeah, this heifer right here, she don't know how to, oh my goodness, she a fake it till you make it type person as well. I really don't feel like I agree with that philosophy because Nah, I just don't agree with it. It's something that I haven't been able to do. Like, if I'm not feeling good about something, I can't fake it, you know? Like, I always express how I truly feel, and I'm not faking it till I make it. I'm being real until I make it, though. Because I feel like that's the only way that I'm going to learn. That's the only way that I'm going to get realness in return. If I go out there into the world with a mask on, then people is only going to respond to the mask. I want people to respond to my soul. So I don't really agree with that. But she's a fake it till you make it type person, and it caused her a lot of problems because she will accept a lot of things that she don't even have no knowledge of. Like, Johnathan could have had asked her, like, can you handle my finances? And she's like, oh my God, sure, I could do that. I definitely have the experience. I had did it for this person and yada, yada, yada. Lying her motherfucking ass off. And then she thinking, because she immature, she thinking like, it can't be that hard. It can't, like, I could fake it. Like, even faking the fucking knowledge. She think that she could just Google it and she just would know what to do or something like that. And then she get the responsibility. And then her motherfucking ass can't even deal with it. And then she will fake it and fake it and fake it until shit gets so bad that it's damn near unrepairable. Instead of her just telling the truth and admitting that she don't know what she doing. And you need to give this responsibility to somebody else. But nah, instead she just let everything get ruined because of her own motherfucking ego. She is no victim. I'm gonna say that shit right the fuck now. Her and Johnathan are both toxic. And it was manipulations on both sides. And he may have put his hands on her, but she pushed him to that point, as in that's what she wanted. Like, she could have had even planned it. I'm gonna get him so mad. I'm gonna get him so mad that he gonna hit me. And it could have even been like some shit that she tried to like make it sexual. Like they having sex or something and she being like, oh my God, choke me. Or something like that. It could have been something like that. So, she's so damn, conniving that she always in some fucking drama, and most of it is her fault. But it would make sense that she get with somebody. Johnathan and her will find each other because they kind of reflect that same narcissism in each other. And it's getting to a time now that narcissists are getting in relationships with other narcissists because nobody else is dealing with them. Everybody else is trying to get on they high vibrational shit. So the only person that would accept them and their foolishness is another fucking narcissist. Man, ridiculous. I'm tired of this shit. I'm for real. I'm tired of it. And she liked to cause burdens. Oh my goodness. She the Queen of Cups reverse. She greedy. She needy. She confused. Like, she act like she can't comprehend. Like, she's stupid. She always the fucking victim. She always the victim, and it's ridiculous. She damn near made me mad. Like, I can't deal with somebody like this. Like, Alright, let's go ahead and see what happened on this one night that they was together or something. I don't know where all the shit went down. Alright, so it hasn't been recent that I watched the video, but I have watched the video of when they was getting out the car. But I did see the part of the video where he like yanked her arm, and to me it was looking like he was telling her like run. You know, and I feel like the reason why he was doing a lot of this shit is because I think he wanted to cover up things. So that's why everything that happened that particular night just seemed so chaotic and erotic, because, you know, you dealing with somebody that is panicked because something went wrong. I was also looking at a part where he was in a text messaging saying like, well, it's all lies, but if you go to the hospital, then this could basically ruin my career and shit like that. And she said that she would just go to the hospital and not tell them what really happened because she still want to be with him. And I thought, clever play, and it was a play. Because see, this is what you're looking at when you're looking at narcissists in a relationship. They both thinking about if this shit was read in court, how it would look like to other people. They both thinking about it. But see, he tried to deflect, like call whatever that's happening to her a lie, and making it seem like, you know, she being dramatic and stuff. And then she projected that, no, I'm the victim, I'm in pain and everything, and I need to go to the hospital to get care, and I won't tell them what really happened. See, that put the blame back on him, because she sounded like she a victim, that he had abused her, and whatever she tell them at the hospital is going to be a lie. But it still make him look guilty. And I was thinking like, she did that on purpose, you know. She knew exactly what she was doing. Like, she was setting up the stage. And they was like trying to like outsmart each other, because it's like he realized that, oh my God, this bitch is gonna ruin my life. Alright, I had to take a break, but I feel like once she realized that this could help her in some type of way, that's what she was thinking. But I think that they both gonna get destroyed out of this, because they both have that shared karma. Like, she could be thinking that she gonna get some type of payout or something like that, or even some type of fame where she could like write a book and make a whole bunch of money and shit like that. It's not gonna work like that for her. because people are not looking at her as a victim, even though she won in court. So, and I think that she currently is trying to strategize other ways to get a paycheck. Okay. So when I was thinking about that, I pulled out the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. And damn, I didn't take no pictures of the cards when I was talking about her. Alright, but what happened that night? What happened that night? Ooh. Okay, I think that she knew that her time with him was expiring. Like there was some type of breakup or something like that. And as soon as that happened, she started kind of like strategizing. She felt like he was a good victim to do this to, because she knew how to play on his ego. I think she planned all this shit. I think she planned that whole night out. Because she couldn't get pregnant by him. She couldn't get him to marry her. And she felt like she was going to walk away with nothing if he was to just like leave her. She felt like she would get nothing. So she went into some type of drastic. It was drastic because in her mind, this is so important. Like, he was her meal ticket. And she felt like she had to fully utilize this opportunity because she didn't feel like she was going to get more opportunities, because I think that it was hard for her to catch somebody like him. Yeah. Johnathan he walked into a trap. That whole night was a trap. I was asking, like, why was he with her? Because this is like the aspect of it being a breakup. And I think that he could have even said that she threatened to hurt herself or something like that. Was also true. She lured him in. Like, even with her being with him that night, she lured him in with something. But I feel like it was something burdensome. It kind of giving me the feeling of like blackmailing. Almost like She could have promised to give over some type of evidence to him or something like that. Maybe even trying to negotiate some type of deal because maybe she had something on him. Maybe she did. Maybe she had been keeping track of him, like recording him. I feel like she could have some type of evidence of something else though. What is it? What is this blackmailing about? What is the blackmailing about? What's the blackmailing about? Oh. Like Queen of Swords came out. She could have proof that he is gay or something, or bisexual. It could be something about certain kinks that he has. It could be also something of how he treats her, but it could have been like something consensual. And I just felt like she had like a whole lot of tapes of him, recordings. And in the recordings, like she's a victim. Like she could have recordings of some type of role playing. Where she act like a scared little girl or something, and he act like her master or something like that. Like she could have like recording of this, and when he found out, he walked away from her. But I felt like initially he was trying to handle this by gaslighting this girl or soothing her in some type of way. Like, okay, I come and meet you and we could sit down and talk about it. Like, but if I do this, promise me that you will give me the tape, and I also need you to sign some paper, like an NDA or something like that. And she was like, sure, yes, please, I just want to be with you. Because I felt like she lured him in, and I felt like it was some type of promise, or it definitely was something that benefited him. But I get the feeling that he was definitely caught off guard with everything that happened that night. And I feel like she even tried to act like she wanted nothing from him. Like, I get the sense of she was trying to keep as many doors open as possible. Like, her real intention is to gain some type of money off of him. Any means necessary. Like, I don't never feel like it was love here. It was always a strategy for her. It was always a strategy. And I feel like she tried, but okay, what I mean by keeping the doors open, like at the same instance of her like blackmailing him or something, she's still trying to make it seem like she loved him. Like she could call him crying and stuff like that and be like, I was just listening to these tapes that I have because I miss you so much. And he'd be like, what tapes? The tapes when you was choking me and everything, and when you was telling me that I need to be like Coretta King and stuff. And she could even act like she agreed to these tapes. Like, I'm just listening to it because what you said was so right. You gave me such good advice. And then him being like, you have tapes of me saying that? You have tapes of that time? Why are you recording us? Because I love you so much. And when you are not around, you know, I miss you, so I record so I could hear you when you are not around. And then him being like, where are those tapes? Like, can you give them to me? Or being like, I need you to delete them right now. But first, send them to me. And her being like, oh my God, yeah, sure, if that's what you want, I'll do anything. But, you know, why don't you come and visit me and we do it together? And him being like, I don't want to do it, because he come to the awareness that this woman is crazy and out to get him. In some type of way, he came into that awareness. But him being in his ego, you know, he thinking that he can outsmart her, and he thinking that he can handle this on his own. He got the charisma to gaslight her and convince her of something else or whatever. So he got lured into this trap and got fucked up. So this is just an example of two narcs counseling out each other, which is a beautiful thing. All right, let's go ahead and get into Megan and whatnot. All right, so real quick, we get what type of person is Megan Good. Oop, jeez. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. Megan Good, she kind of think like a man, even if she present herself as very feminine. So it kind of makes sense that they are together, because she is giving me King of Wands vibes, and he was giving me Queen of Swords vibe, but his energy is really like a Knight of Swords reverse, which is like arrogant, self-righteous, very cutting with words, a lack of appreciation for people and shit like that. So Megan has a lot of burdens, but they are burdens that she create in her reality. Like, she manifests these burdens because of how she measure herself. I feel like she having issues with her career, marriage or love. I got the Four of Wands reversed here, and the feeling that I get is like destitute. She's in kind of like a desperate energy, and she really, the reason why I'm saying that she like a man, because she really trying to strategize her way to success. And at one point in history, that would have had work. But we are in a different time. I don't know. You got to keep saying it to people, because people just don't believe it. People who is lost in their ego, like, they can't see it. They still living in like an illusion. And I really do feel like they say that we are moving into the 5D, and that's what it feels like. Like they are stuck behind in a old way, in an old paradigm, an old way of doing something. And they are receiving the consequences of choosing that path, and it's not working out for them, because this is not going to work out for her, like in no way, shape, and form. See, she reminded me of Jada Pinkett. That's the vibe. These are women who are thinking like men, for real. Like that's just something that kept coming up in my mind. And that came in my mind about somebody else earlier, but I just can't remember who that was. But I was just like, this is a very masculine woman, you know. And if you in a feminine body with a vagina, that's not gonna work for you. I'm telling you, it's gonna like stop your manifestations and shit like that. And like I said, there was a time in the past that it could have worked for you. You know, if you would have did it the right way, if you would have strategized it the right way, you could have had deceived a lot of people and maybe got what you wanted, but it wouldn't have last. It wouldn't have last. A lot longer than it is now, though. Like, let's say that you did something in the 80s. That shit about to hit you right now. So I suggest that y'all be careful out there, but ain't nowhere that you can run. When I say be careful, just mentally and emotionally prepare yourself for your karma. I feel like Megan is having issues with her career. This is feeling really career focused. With this Ten of Swords reverse, I feel like she kind of like deceive herself and make herself, she kind of feel like she's spiritual. That's what I'm getting. Like, for some reason, spirituality is tied up in this somewhere. I don't know exactly how, but somehow, some way, spirituality is in this. And I feel like she trying to thaw out her career because it's like frozen. I kind of feel like she's trying to heal as well. Let's get some more cards. She recently lost something. It could have been a marriage. She trying to liberate herself. That's the vibe. She's trying to. Oh, child. She's trying to paint some type of picture. In a way, she wants to be looked at in a certain type of way. Instead of her actually becoming that, she wants that to be projected on her. She trying to liberate herself. She could be trying to make like an ex-lover regretful of losing her. Or also with this Three of Swords, it's in the light attribute. It's kind of like she trying to purify herself. She wants to be looked at as like pure or something like that. It's really ridiculous, but I don't know. She's so dissatisfied, but it's just about her perception and everything. But she like fake woke is really agitating, because she really feel like she is so woke. She feel like that. She project that on herself, but she really ain't. I'm talking about, oh my goodness, like, she is somebody that she will come around you, and she will always try to position herself in a place where she giving you advice, she helping you or something like that, because she want to be looked at as the helper. So, you know, you around her, she will make you feel like a client of hers, or like she is trying to be your teacher. She trying to lead you. And I feel like she's also like that in relationship with men as well. She is very masculine. And I think it's the way that she tried to control men is really degrading. She kind of like talked to them like they children. Like something could be going on. Like let's say that she's married. Her and her husband is like in a meeting or something like that. And something go wrong or whatever, and for some reason he feel disrespected. He feel like people not really listening to him. So, you know, he started to speak up for himself, and she the type to be like, honey, let me handle this, okay? Can you please go to the other room? Like, let me talk to them and everything, and I will take care of this. She will also fail to include him. Like, that's the vibe. But she thinking that she being like a divine feminine or something. Like she thinking that this is the epitome of divine feminine energy or something like that. But it's really just a mask. Like even what she projecting is clearly not divine feminine energy, but even that is a mask. So she not really showing who she really is up under all of that. And I think that she could be like kind of like a very composed person, but she have a lot going on internally, like a lot of I don't know, I think she just got a fucked up way of looking at things. It's just backwards. But she don't see it that way. She don't. But okay, so let's get into the relationship. Alright, so what I'm getting with this is that their relationship is already very disconnected. Like, they are not in a real relationship. This is a publicity relationship, which I think everybody kind of knew, but they not even really friends. I think they had got into some type of argument or disagreements or a clashing in personalities that made them be like strictly business and everything. I'm not quite sure if it's Megan who owes the apology and refusing to give it, or Jonathan is refusing to. It's something about an apology. Somebody needs to apologize, but both of them are very prideful. So, but they kind of too much alike. So I feel like that's the reason why they relationship clash. I don't even think that they sleep together. Like, if they are sleeping together, then they not intimate with each other. It's real, like, you go in your corner and I go in my corner, because sometimes with these Hollywood relationships, they do force the people to stay together. Even if they're really not that compatible, if they don't even like each other, to make the situation feel more real, they will make them stay in the same house, be seen in public together. But all the times that they have been seen in public, that's like the only time when they are together. This is a real fake relationship. I think that this is not new to Megan. Like, she understands this fake relationship really well. Like, she could have had done it before. She also feel like it's real simple. She feel like this is a simple solution, a simple lie. Her playing this role. She feel like this is kind of like a tried and true and everything. But I feel like slowly she's starting to wake up to something is different. Something not quite right. Things not really going the way that she expected. Because the way that she view the world is kind of black and white. So she like, if I just do this and do that, then most likely people gonna think this, and then that would open some movie roles to me or something like that. Like, her thinking is really basic. It's real basic. So but she already feeling like, when this contract is done, when she is done with this, she will cut him off and don't even really even thinking about it. She just want to get what she gonna get out of this. Alright, so at first, when it come to Jonathan, he felt like he got lucky or something. He also felt like this fake relationship was really going to help him. It's because they are working with like a PR team that is like famous in the Hollywood streets, and they are known to get the public to believe anything that they want the public to believe. So when they had came up with this whole scheme of this fake relationship and everything, and the lawyers and everything, they thought that they couldn't see how it would go any other way. They really thought that this will work. Things are different now because it didn't work how they planned. Yeah. Johnathan really felt like he was going to win that case. And he felt like he was going to get a boost in his career. It's some people behind the scenes, like a PR team or something like that, that really convinced them like this is going to work. Like it's almost 100% chance that it's going to work out like this. Not only that, this would also open the doors for you because now you will be seen as the dude who had been almost trapped by a white girl and whatnot. Like they was going to turn this into a whole like a, I don't know what you call it, something like a Black Lives Matter or something like that. It was going to be something like that. They was going to make a whole like political statement out of this, but it didn't work out like how they wanted. I also think that he paid Megan to be his fake girlfriend. He could have paid her like $10,000 or something with the promise of more. Like that could have been like a down payment. He do feel trapped in this agreement because I think that this agreement involved marriage. I think that they was planning to get married. It was going to be a completely fake marriage, and I think they even had a time limit on it, probably like 3 years or something like that, but it's some type of contract. And he is stuck in it. He feels trapped because him and Megan do not get along behind the scenes. But he was willing to do this because he thought it would get him out of trouble. Alright, now I'm asking, how do Megan feel after the verdict? How does she feel after the verdict? How does she feel after the verdict? Ooh. Alright, so Megan is actually planning her escape. She's trying to get out of this alliance because now she's starting to feel like this is not going to be good for her career, and the best thing that she should do is break up with him. She might even plan to kind of like throw him under the bus in some type of way. Like she getting prepared. She getting prepared to go in another direction. Megan in this position, she don't care as much as Johnathan. Like she feel like either way she gonna kind of be straight. Like she's still getting paid from whatever she getting paid from. She don't feel like this is gonna like fall back on her really. So she not as attached to it as he is. And I think that they fighting because he like, you know, how can you even be planning to leave me? Like, that would really fuck me up. That would make me look even worse if you leave me. But she really don't give a fuck. She kind of just telling him like, man, look, it's just business. It's business. I just get a feeling like she don't care how he feel about it, like, at all. She don't care at all, like, how he feel about it. She just trying to do what's best for her. Alright, let's see how he feel after the verdict about this relationship. How do he feel after the verdict? Why did that card come out? He don't feel as bad. He's still feeling like he could strategize. I don't know. He might even go onto a spiritual path or something like this. It could even be a possibility that this changed him. And if that is the direction that he planning to go on, I think that's a good direction. And I feel like the reason why he I think that he might go into religion or spirituality to escape. Like, he kind of just don't even want to think about it, or he kind of like want to forget about it or something like that. So I feel like, and I feel like it's some type of calmness that he is presenting, but I don't necessarily feel like, I kind of feel like it's a mask. But he still feel kind of optimistic because I believe he think the public is on his side. And he kind of feeling like, well, at least he has that. And he gonna try to play on that as much as possible. But he is losing a lot of money. So he trying to figure out ways to gain money, and I think he also trying to figure out ways to protect his money. He made a lot of bad decisions though. He made a lot of yeah, he planned on fighting back. Like, he might even have the type of mindset like, I'm gonna fight this for as however long it's gonna take. If I have to go back and forth to court with you for 10, 20 years, I will do that. I also feel like he planned on making some type of political statement or something like that, or Black Men Lives Matter or something like that. Some shit like that. For some reason, I feel like he could return to an ex. Maybe even his baby mother or something like that. I do see him like meditating. Maybe that's something that he already does, but oh my goodness, it just kind of feel kind of delusional to me. But he gonna push himself deeper into something. It's almost like he in the process of creating a whole new identity. And he might come back out as some type of guru or something like that. Because he could even talk like that. Talk in a manner of, the reason why he went through this experience is because he needed to be a guru to black men who suffer from hate crimes for white women and whatnot. But, you know, it's kind of like, what's the point of all of that if you're not going to live in your truth, though? Because I feel like he's not really living in his truth. And I kind of feel like he don't need to. Like, it's not necessary to live in your truth. If he could just play a character really well, it's like he wants to develop a character and just become that. And just become that character. And it's kind of like, and he don't care about what he think, what he feel, and what he want, his desires. He just wants to be seen as great to the masses. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this reading. Stay blessed.